All right. Well, I'm gonna switch some stereos around. I want to just switch them around and just like listen to something different. I've been rolling with this one for a while. This thing's like high output, like 150 watts per channel. Um, it sounds a little dirty sometimes, but casual listening, I don't notice it. Um, I need to put this up for sale. I just kind of like to have my money back out of it. I sold the 2220B for like $320. So if I get around that for this one, I'd probably be good with it. Um, I don't even think it's hooked up. I guess it is. It needs one bulb, but I mean it does sound really good, but it's not very high power, so I don't use it. Um, yeah, it's just kind of a baby Marantz. Anyway, I think because I'm running out of space and room, I'm gonna pull the 901 out, and I'm gonna come into the corner over here. You see, I put the 3000 over here. I'm gonna pull so many speakers. We don't need this many speakers over here. I'm gonna pull them. I'm gonna put the 901, I think, down here, and I'm gonna put the shelf on top of it and another radio in there. We're gonna get some radios in here, regardless of whether or not I use them. I need them out of my way, and we have some real estate here. And with the wall being all done up and everything, like, um, we don't have to worry about as much stuff anymore. I still kind of have an area that didn't get finished, but um, it's for the most part done, and probably will never go further with it unless I come across like some more material for free. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna kind of redo this again. You know, it's kind of the reoccurring thing around here. The more things change, the more they change. So um, I just been running the 7300 on top of the CB radio, and pretty much get on for a little bit, and you know, I don't really use it too much. Um, you know, I think all things in moderation are probably the key. If I sat here and tried to do radio from the time I got up to the time I got to sleep, I'd be pretty damn bored. That's why I have a lot of different things I do. But it would be nicer to have a little more laid out of a radio station and computer stuff somewhere else or something, you know, just like an easy computer for logging or whatever. So I've got a bunch of these 4 foot by like 30-inch shelves, and I've got stacks of them from a place, a warehouse or whatever I got them from. So um, I just want to get like this back corner here. I want to get in this back corner here. I want to remove this plastic thing because you can't load it up with too much. I want to scoot the toolbox over a little bit. In fact, if I could just get rid of that file cabinet, that would give me the room I need. I'll put a 4 foot section of shelving in here, and it's able. They had a motorcycle and auto parts on them, so it's able to hold the weight. So we're gonna start moving and shaking with some stuff, but the 901 is like one of my favorite radios, and so that's why I'm gonna stick it over there. Maybe the 901 and the 101 or something. I'm not really sure. I want to just kind of keep this audio. These are just here because there's nowhere else to put them, but I could easily move some stereos off of here. So, I thought I had somebody that was going to buy some radios, but apparently, this guy doesn't want to work on radios but wants to buy older radios. So I'm like, okay, well, that's not going to work for you. Anyway, I don't like operating back here for some reason. I think maybe the height is wrong or something, you know. It's a little lower over there. So I've had these hooked up. I just I don't know. I kind of don't feel comfortable in this part of the shop, so. But we've been trying to get rid of things, or get rid of certain things, and I've got everything I need. If I had double the shop space, I could really have a nice station with many, many options. But it's gotten pretty bad again. So here we go. And what I might need to do is just dump a bunch of stereos, because those are easier to give up than ham radios, especially when you paid $19 for them. Well, this one, not so much, but anyway. So I think we're gonna do some shack reorganization.